Well, it's June 26th, probably 10:30 or so in the morning, and I'm about to tour you through the Middlegate Mine, which is part of our Try Before You Buy program. And if you're not familiar with the program yet, it's an opportunity for you to try some ore out of the mine before you decide to purchase the mine, so you can make a decision based on the results of your sampling on whether you want to purchase the mine. How we do it is list the mine for sale on eBay at the same time that we list the bucket of ore that we're going to pull today on video. So you can either purchase the mine and we'll send you the ore for free, or purchase the ore, we cancel the mine listing, and we give you a 45-day option. So you have the first right of refusal for 45 days from the date of purchase on whether you want to purchase the mine for the predetermined price or not. I'll give you my usual disclaimer. This video is not meant to entertain. It's going to be shaky. I'm filming it myself. Basically, what we want to do is document our security and collection procedures. We've got 2 layers of security on the ore bucket. You're going to watch me collect it on tape, and then I'm going to seal the bucket, and we're going to send you this tape on YouTube unedited, so you can watch from start to finish the entire process. That way you know nobody's tampered with the ore. Before you get it, it's in the exact condition it was when we pulled it out of the mine. We're going to take some XRF samples, show you contents, although normally my legal counsel doesn't want me to disclose that because of a fear that it might constitute a guarantee, but I'll get into that a little bit later because I think I'm going to actually show it this time. First off, I'm going to show you a location of the mine. This I am going to edit. Just don't want to send this out to the general public, but so you can see where we are if you need to verify on the tape. Here's a shot of the Latin Long. Again, I'll probably edit that out just because I don't want to open up to the general public. But we are on definitely a 2-wheel drive road. There's a little rough, maybe the last quarter mile, so don't know if you can see down there. Basically, you'll access this mine off of Route 50 onto Route 121, coming through Wonder Wash Road, and all of that is either paved or wide and well-maintained dirt until you turn up into the mine. But you can make it 2-wheel drive, no problem. Show you our security procedures. We're going to be using a 3-gallon bucket to collect the ore samples. If you're familiar with big box stores that sell the 5-gallon buckets, Home Depot, Lowe's as an example, they're obviously I've got 2 extra gallons, a little bit higher. This is 3 gallons. It's going to come out in the end probably at about 35 to 45 pounds, depending on what we end up pulling. We use a couple layers of security. First, the bucket itself has a peel tab to open the lid. That's our first layer. When I hammer this lid down, it's virtually impossible to open this without peeling this tab and pulling the lid off and then using a pry tool. It's probably possible to open with a screwdriver, and you could probably be clever and open it, but you're going to see tool marks and you're going to damage the plastic. And just so there's no question, we're going to use a second layer of security. That's a U-line secure tape strip. We'll put 2 of them on here, and they're individually serialized. If you want to look the part number up online or read about it, uline.com and uline.com, and there's the part number. For this test, we're going to use 2. We're going to basically seal both sides of the bucket. When you try to peel these, they're plastic. They'll leave the residue, the words opened, and there's just no way of sealing it without knowing that it was taped, cut, or peeled off. So you'll get it in the shape that we seal it here, and you'll have these 2 serial numbers on it. November Mike 9803444 and November Mike 9803445. I'll actually put those on the bucket we're going to use on camera so you can see that. I'm going to grab our XRF machine. This is what's going to give us an actual shot of down to the molecular level what's in the rock. This is a Olympus Delta Premium Pro. It's basically an X-ray, handheld X-ray device. Shoots a couple of different beams via this window here, and it'll tell you down to about 3 or 4 microns what's in the rock. So you'll get a surface reading and a little bit of penetration in the surface, but it's pretty darn accurate. About $40,000 worth of equipment all in, and it's the only way to be able to test in the field other than fire assay at home. Take in a little bit of a tour. You've got an absolutely massive pile of tailings here. Main mine up here is a shaft. And this is, believe it or not, 307 feet deep. Historical records show that this was opened in the 20s originally to a depth of 175 feet. And then it was opened up after World War II. So probably somewhere in the 50s to its current level. And supposedly there's about 1,800 feet of horizontal cuts and workings on 2 different levels. Let's see if I can take you on a quick tour without killing myself. And look at the color of the tailings. This is what attracted us to it, obviously. So I can get up here without falling. Give you a little shot of the shaft. Just to see where we came from. There's where I'm parked. You've got some barbed wire around from the BLM. Looks like it was 20 years ago. And I do advise caution. Not going to be able to see much in here, but it's a straight shot down. You can see, if you get close, the first horizontal working, which is probably about the 175 foot level. Good shot from a perspective point where we are. Chalk Mountain just over the backside of this range. Now, for safety reasons, we're not gonna work in this shaft. Although you can see what they're pulling out. This one's worth exploring and working for sure. Probably hasn't seen human eyes below 25 feet in half a century or more. What we're gonna do today is work on a small little adit, a tunnel that was cut probably at one point exploratory, because it's not that extensive. But the color of the ore in here is just amazing. And where do you see some of the shots, gold and silver? Make my way down without killing myself. We're right in a nice wash here. Typically, when gold washes down on heavy rains, which happens several times a year, they follow the path of least resistance, and a lot of this claim covers this wash, so I don't know if you can see that, but it does go back a ways. Worth getting your gold detector out and working this wash, because there's bound to be nuggets, and of course there'll be a lot of smaller fine gold. This is a free mill gold area, so as the rock decomposes, it releases the gold, and it gets trapped in natural barriers when the water's running, just like sluice blocks would with riffles. I'm not sure what this was, either another exploratory cut or just a way to divert the water from the mine. Could have even been where they stored power, but a hand-stacked rock wall. Here's the mine that we're going to work for samples today. The light's not the best. This tripod is where I'm going to set the camera up, and we're going to be in about 12-14 feet. First thing I'm going to do is get my XRF powered up, just so you can see some of the color in here. Just absolutely incredible. I know the light's not all that great, but I'm hoping you can see this. Easy to see why they chose this spot. I've done half a dozen readings in here, and I'll probably get in trouble with our in-house counsel for saying this, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what we got, and I'm going to tell you that I'm seeing between 80 and 100, about 126, 127 parts per million gold. That translates to roughly 3 to 4 plus ounces per short ton. That's incredible concentrations. Well, silver as well. I'm going to let you see first. I'm going to calibrate the gun for you on camera so you know there's no games. And for that we use a little test ingot. This is a known metal alloy that the machine recognizes, and when it does a reading it'll tell us whether it's in calibration or not. Bear with me, I need 3 hands to do this, but I'm going to do it with 2. So what's going to happen as soon as I get to the calibration screen is it's going to take a reading on this metal and tell us if it's within calibration or not. Hoping you can see this. I'm going to do a cal check. The beans will come on, shoots an x-ray through, getting a few microns, so you're getting a surface reading and a subsurface reading to a degree. It'll tell us exactly what it's seeing. Basically a handheld spectrum analyzer. I'm hoping you can see that. Cal check passed. I'm going to try different angles just to make sure you can see that. So guns in calibration, no games. An actual reading on rock takes a little bit longer. I dropped my sunglasses here, I can't see. I just love this area right here. This vein runs through in a couple of spots. Now I'm going to do a quick reading right here. This is going to take about 40 seconds. Red lights flashing, telling us warning X-ray. From the end here, your X-ray beam is being emitted, and we're using 2 different beams. One sees a wider area on the surface, and one sees a narrower but deeper area subsurface. And again, well, this is reading. My disclaimer to make our attorney happy: this is not a guarantee of performance. This is only meant to show you the values we're seeing and why we chose this mine for our Try Before You Buy program. We'll send you the ore that I pulled today. You make the decision on whether you want to purchase the mine based on what you see when you sample it. So no guarantees here, but this is about as accurate as it gets. Okay, we're done. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this. Obviously you've got a high amount of iron, very high amount of zinc, magnesium, but what you're real interested there is 85 parts per million gold, AU's gold. About 30 parts, 32 exactly, parts per million is an ounce per ton. So you're looking at almost 3 ounces in that one spot there. And look at the silver number, 36, so that's just over an ounce a ton of silver. So therefore your silver is a byproduct, even a little uranium in here. I'm going to scroll this down. Just to show you what else is in here in smaller quantities: copper. Hoping you can see that. Again, I'm not going to edit that out, but instead give you the disclaimer that this does not consist of a guarantee of performance. If you want to check it for yourself, try the ore. That's where I shot. I'm going to try and pull from all this area because I was getting even higher readings here, as well as the other side. This is just basically a solid cave of color. Incredible. So let me set this up on a tripod and go to work for you. Put my gun out of the way. So Sorry again for the shaky nature. I'm doing this myself, but I do want you to be able to see. Hopefully you can hear me and the wind's not too bad. First off, we're using an empty bucket, clean bucket, new lid. When you get it, it will be labeled with the mine name. And of course I've got my 2 tape strips that we looked at on camera with the serial numbers. So we're going to seal it right here on camera. And this material is easy to work. I'm going to just be pulling out with a pick and a hammer with luck. Just so you can see why, I hope you can see. Let me flip the viewfinder down. Okay, what you've got, this is the first piece I've pulled. Don't know if you're going to be able to see that on camera. It is relatively soft rock, but if you're seeing those flashes, those sparkles, that's free mill gold, and that's why we're getting such high readings. Of course, this is going in the bucket, and 39 or 43 more ounces of the same, but just want you to be able to see what we're pulling today. By the way, when you do this yourself, safety glasses and helmet. It's just a little too warm today, and I feel like being a rebel. I should make sure radio's off. Just one more time, so I know this video is long enough as it is, but just this is what was on the surface. Look what was behind it. I'm hoping you can see that, but you can actually see the gold with the naked eye, which is very unusual. That's good material. This is going to you. I'm going to pull from a couple different areas so you get a good sample. this side. I don't know if you can see that color, but we've gone from a red and black to a yellow. Turn you back because I'm going to work a little bit back in the middle. I'm going to interrupt this for a second just to show you the vein that I just opened up. I got a flashlight on me in case you can't see that. That's gold. That's I'm hoping you can see that if I move the light around. But you've got a nice vein that runs down here, just loaded with free mill gold. Just to give you an idea in the color, I've been pulling sort of from here. Back here we took our initial reading, over here, and I'm going to switch over to here. Pulled a little from here. There's that gold color, it looks almost like sulfur. I'm going to put you back up on tripod, but just wanted you to see that. Alright, let me fill this bucket for you. I'm losing more than I'm getting, but it'll be here waiting for you. By the way, I break it up like that just so I can get more ore in the bucket for you. That's the only reason. That's gonna about do it. I think I spilled more than I got in the bucket, but I'm gonna move this in so you don't have the sun on you. While I seal this, you can see, at least now you can see. I don't know if you can get a good look. Bucket's pretty full. Same material I've been pulling. Let me clean the lid. That's clean. Just gonna clean the rim. Make sure we get it good sealed. It's gonna fit. So when I hammer this down, that's it. It won't come up, and you'll be able to see that. Got you some more ore. Too late, but all right, now I'm going to put our serial numbers on. I'm assuming you can see that. 444 is going on first. Unfortunately, I dusted it up, so it's not going to make a great seal, but it's going to be good enough. And then the other one on the other side, 445. Okay, let me pop this camera, give you a good shot. So you've got one probably 40 pounds, 3-gallon bucket of ore labeled with the mine name. Again, the Middlegate Mine. We're about an hour east of Fallon, Nevada. 2 tape strips with serial numbers that will show opened if peeled, and I've adhered it to the surface pretty good. There's your second number. And we're complete. So I'll take this bucket back to the office. Again, we'll do 2 listings, one for the actual mine itself. Your choice whether you purchase the mine, and if you do, we'll give you the ore for free, so you can sample it from the comfort of your home before you even travel out here. Or at the same time, we'll have the listing up for the ore, the bucket of ore. You purchase that, you're under no obligation to purchase the mine, but you do get a 45-day option contract. You have first right of refusal within that 45 days to purchase the mine at the predetermined price after you've sampled the ore. So thanks for watching. Sorry for wasting a half hour of your time, but wanted to make sure we had our security and collection procedures documented. No cuts or no edits to this video. Thanks.